Buffies just released in Brawl Stars, and I'm going to be ranking the first 6 that just dropped. Frank, Spike, Colt, Ems, Mortis, and Shelly just got Buffies in Brawl Stars, and today I'm going to be showing you which ones you guys need to be buying so you can get 2,000 trophies on these brawlers, and you can reach pro rank in Brawl Stars. And along with the ranking, I'll also tell you the best build for each brawler in this, so that way you can maximize the Buffies when you get them. Coming in at our number 6 spot, we have Shelly. And for her, you want to be using Clay Pigeon and Band-Aid. None of her Buffies really stand out compared to the other ones, and they don't really give her an amazing standout ability. I mean, sure, it is nice to slow people with her Clay Pigeons gadget, and also get a little speed boost when she's healing, but her hypercharge, like, yeah, it makes her shots better, but it's not something that's gonna separate you and everyone else. You can play any other brawler with no Buffies, and it really wouldn't make a difference. They're still really good, don't get me wrong, and I'm definitely saying you should have them. Like, none of them really nerf her in any way, other than the fact that she only gets 3 Clay Pigeon shots now, where you could have spooked out 5 with her old gadget. Obviously, that's for good reason, because of how good they are now compared to earlier. I also do like the fact that you can now aim gadgets. I think that's a pretty cool idea. But other than that, I can go into a match and have the same chance at winning as anyone else in the match would. If you're looking to buy a Buffy with gems, I would definitely not recommend one of these, because there's just so many other good ones out there that we're going to talk about later in the video. Make sure you stick around to see who the number 1 brawler is with the best Buffies and why that's true. Now, coming in at number 5, we have Mortis's Buffies. And again, they're good Buffies, but they're just not as game-breaking as the other ones. You want to be using Combo Spinner and Coiled Snake for him. Combo Spinner is such a good idea where low health brawlers take more damage from it, and it can be ranged a little bit as well. And that second of immunity with Coiled Snake is also really nice as well. It helps Mortis be stronger against brawlers like Shelly, and it also even helps against thrower brawlers with his gadget. It's not extremely game-breaking, and you won't see a ton of Mortises around, but it's still definitely a really interesting set of Buffies, and the one I most like about it is definitely his Hypercharge Buffy, because it has a trail of bats that follow him, and I'm pretty sure they heal as well. So you're getting that extra damage and extra health, which really helps keep him alive longer. Everyone was freaking out about his creepy harvest giving him 500 extra health per kill, but in the end, unless you're some pro player, you're probably not going to be getting more than 1,000, maybe 2,000 health at a time before you die. Especially when you get up into higher matches, whenever kills aren't always everything, and people focus more on the objective. That second of immunity can be way more useful and help as a utility a lot better. If you're looking to buy Mortis's Buffies, I would only do it if you like how the Buffies look, or if you main Mortis. Now, coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Ems. Now, I don't have her Hypercharge, so I'm not able to use it here, but I do really like the idea of everything about Ems. For her, you want to use her Acid Spray gadget and her Bad Karma star power. The two of these combined make her insane at area control and utility. So now she's not only a person who can get kills, but she can also hold area and act as a support and utility brawler for her teammates. Her star power Buffy here makes it so that enemies do 15% reduced damage in her super. Her gadget does that poison over time instead of just one shot. This damage buff and damage reduction to the other team both help her become viable in the meta, and I can definitely see her being played a lot more by a lot of people. She's often overlooked at higher trophy levels, and you really don't see her in a ton of matches. I definitely feel like she's one of those brawlers that's really good at low trophy, but just doesn't really suit well in the higher trophy levels. However, now, I know that's not the case, because I've been playing her and actually enjoy playing her as well. I'm definitely going to be investing in her Hypercharge after this, seeing all the great things I can do with her. Now, coming in at number 3, a lot of you guys are going to be excited about this one. It's Colt. For Colt, you can use his Speed Loader gadget and either one of his star powers, because they're both really good. In this match above, I'm running the longer range star power, because I like that it has him do extra damage at longer range, and I felt like I was just a lot more used to my team when I was using this. I feel like Colt definitely got buffed with these Buffies, hence the name, am I right? And I feel like he'll definitely be used a lot more, even though he already has a super high usage rate. I see him being good in any game mode. I feel like the new rework to his gadget is insane. I mean, you fire 2 shots instead, which is alright, but they take away 1 shot each from the enemy. I mean, my brother, if you're playing against a Piper and you hit both of your shots, you're telling me you could just walk up to her and kill her in a map with no walls and a just normal 1v1? Like, any brawler with a super slow reload speed is cooked by Colt. And on top of that, his shots fire faster when he uses his Hypercharge. Like, holy. You can basically just tap fire and hit all your shots. Like, I know I always talk about I hate tap firing, but here you probably could and you'd be fine. Now, coming in at our number 2 spot, we got my boy Spike. And let me tell you, they absolutely cooked with his. I know some people don't like his Buffy for his star power when you use Curveball. I'm telling you, for his build, you still want to use Curveball. You also want to use Life Plant. People aren't a fan of the Curveball one because it's bigger and they're saying, it's easier to dodge. but it's not. I'm telling you. They travel there at the same time, meaning they're faster now because they have more distance to travel. And they take up a ton more area, so it's way easier to use. For his gadget, this is one of the most broken parts, but I promise you his hypercharge is more broken than this one. Place it down. It now does damage and knocks enemies back. Like, you can counter any single assassin now. Not only that, you can also throw it like 80 feet to your teammates, so if they're in trouble, you can just give it right to them. Now for his hypercharge, I just want you to look above for a sec what I just did to this team, bro. His shots explode twice now. Like, that is insane. They literally turn Spike into Thanos. I've had like 5 of those plays where I just hyper supered right off match, right after we got a goal or they got a goal, and I team wipe every single time and just get a goal like that right there. If you think that's the best one, it's not, because we're gonna get into our number 1 spot, which is Frank. People have really been complaining about Frank in this new update, but not because he's trash, but because his set of buffies are insane. For him, you want to be using Power Grab and Irritable Attraction. Let's get into what his gadget buffy does real quick. You now send out a sniper bullet. Now, it doesn't have the same width that it used to have, but it does have a lot more length, meaning you can pull enemies from like 50 feet away. It's awesome. Now, not only that, with his buffy, it slows enemies for 5 whole seconds, meaning they cannot escape the Wrath of Frank. His star power makes it so you get that buff when you get a kill, but now you also heal like 5,000 health. Like, Frank is unstoppable now. And if you thought that was enough, just hear what his hypercharge does. After you use it, every single shot you fire has that super fast speed you have whenever you're on 1 HP with him. Meaning there's basically no cooldown for his attacks. You can let it rip and have all 3 of your shots go out in 1 second, bro. With the damage buff from his hypercharge, with the possible damage buff from his kill star power, and then you just pop gadget and boom, they are cooked. Meaning, like, if I played against Frank here, I would be screaming, bro. First time I saw what he did, I just stopped playing and just stared in awe at what I just witnessed. And then, of course, I just went and bought all the buffies because I had the resources. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below which buffy you are buying, and if you want super thanks, I really appreciate it, and I'd love to see whoever would be my first super thanks. Also, make sure to join my Discord. It's in my description.